and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes, then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking together, 'cause we don't know how.
What's up, cuties? Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. Please come on in, hit the like button for me. If you don't mind, it is free. Make sure you are subscribed. Child, let me put this on subscribers only just in case. I'll put it for 1 minute. All right. Let me make sure. All right, there we go. How are you guys on this Sunday? It is a little dreary here. It rained for 3 minutes, if that, and now it's humid. Yeah, and your girl want to just get under the blanket and just, chill, which is what I'm going to do after this live. But shout out to the cutie minds in the building. I see Linda Gamble, Teresa Wright. Thank you, ladies, so much for modding for me today. Shout out to the cutie crew. Hey, Neva P. Hey, Side Eye. Hey, Betty. Rosemary. Thank you so much for the Cash App last night. I didn't see it until after we went live. But if you are a regular cutie, welcome. That's right. Talk about it. You better talk about it, sis. Okay. Let me put your comment up here. Talk about it said, yes, ma'am. If you want to talk to our good sis, a subscription is necessary. Facts. All right. But we're going to get right on into this. Look, I've had a heavy heart since early this morning when it comes to the Sanders boys. We're going to talk about the Sanders boys and what I feel like is racism in the NFL or just pure D hatred. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about old Tamar Braxton. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people felt like Tamar, was really, really going through some things, and child Tamar getting her nails done and everything else. We're going to talk about that. We are also going to talk about allegedly, well, it's not alleged that a man was Unalive, a fellow comedian that was on tour with Katt Williams and Monique. But allegedly, the unaliving happened in Katt Williams' home. We're going to talk about that as well. Hey, sis, I don't have a thumbnail or just a picture, but we're going to talk about Pastor Jamal Bryant as well. He's under fire by a couple people, and he spoke on Shannon Sharp and Travis Hunter. So we're going to take a look at that as well. And then I'm going to have a question for you guys because I didn't know until I heard Candy say it recently that Pastor Jamal Bryant allegedly is Mr. Chocolate. You guys remember Phaedra talking about Mr. Chocolate? Allegedly, child. We'll get to it. But let's go ahead and get into this heartbreaking story for me. Because I feel like Deion Sanders' hands is completely tied. I believe that as a parent, he wants, hey Bella, he wants his kids to say F the NFL. You know, as how could you not? If it was any other job and they were going through what his kids are going through just a couple weeks into this preseason, yeah, if it was any other job, a parent say, screw that job, quit. But this has been Shiloh and Shador's dreams forever. And the way they are playing the Sanders boys just does not sit right with me. So I'll go ahead and show you guys this if you aren't aware. But not only was Shiloh Sanders ejected last night in a preseason game against the Bills, he was also cut from the team today. Cut from the team completely. Now, I'm confused because looking at this video, it appears to me that he was struck first. My question is, what happened to the clear guy? What happened to the clear guy? Let's take a look.
That's the tight end, Zach Davidson.
Okay, did you guys see Zach hit him first? I'm absolutely going to play it again. I'm confused. Let's continue.
Swing. That's the tight end.
Pay attention. This next swing. Now, he already swung once, but take a look at the left arm as well.
And Zach Davidson.
Or it's still the right. How do you, number one, get ejected for striking somebody back? How? Then, again, not only that, if I'm not mistaken, Shiloh, out of the whole drafting class, has been the only one named that he's been cut. The only one. So this is the week for them to start making cuts, but they only mentioned Shiloh. I gotta play this one more again. Yes, Linda, that's what I'm playing, sis. Take a look. Is it just me? He was absolutely set up, sis. Shador was as well. We're gonna get to that. Talk about it. Said that boy snatched and hit him first. I know my eyes aren't mistaking me. Let's take a look.
Swing.
There go first push. He just pushed him. Now take a look at the right arm. There go one.
And Zach Davidson.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I really, really do. That is unfair. Let me see if it's another slide. Okay, so I'll show this in a minute, but this is them after Shiloh was ejected. Well, I'll go ahead and play it. They're just showing him leaving the field. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? It's a very handsy sport anyway. I'll start off by saying that. But The guy clearly hit him first. And on top of that, shout out to the neighborhood talk. He's been, and ESPN and all the other windows I got open, child. He's been let go. He's been cut from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're saying after punching a Buffalo Bills player during that preseason game. And yes, Deion Sanders is saying trust God. And we know that, yeah, we should do that all day, every day, period. But as a dad, can you guys imagine what he's going through? This is for the dislike, in my opinion, that all of them have for, and I'm talking about the NFL owners and league and just period, dislike of Deion, and they are making his sons pay. You know, and it's crazy. But Deion put, Lord, I thank you. From my earliest youth, my enemies have persecuted me, but they have never defeated me. Psalms 129:2, and then trust God. And yeah, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking because, like I said, what can he do? I think what they want him to do is what I said earlier. They want him to tell his boys, just leave, just quit. You know, just quit. That's what I think. That's what I think. Is Mel in here? Melly Mel. Where's Melody Cherie Child? I'm glad I looked down at my phone. Congratulations, Mel. I heard last night through the grapevine. I was out in them streets, but I heard that out of 252 million people, you are number 52-ish or so when it comes to TikTok lives and the success. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Keep doing the damn thing. And I said, look, I'm trying to do the same damn thing, but just on YouTube, child. We appreciate you, Mel. Thank you so much for dropping down. And you are absolutely right. God has better for him. Watch. I agree. I totally agree with that. But it's sad, Mel. It's sad to witness because not only not only Shiloh, but Shador, twice in one night. Hey, Aunt Debbie, twice in one night, they made an example out of both them boys for no reason. It's very heartbreaking, Pamela. It really, really is. Shout out again to Melody Cherie Shador. Now, granted, everybody, former NFL players, Chad Ochocinco, the embarrassing Shannon Sharp. But they had a discussion last night, and with them being former football players, they said that they have never seen anything like they witnessed last night with Shador Sanders. Never. Let me scroll down. Hold on, Mel. I'm looking at my phone. You said I don't do well with bullying. It's just not cool, and that's what they're doing. I totally agree. And as a dad, what can Deion do? So yeah, we trust God. We know we have to. And I just feel like he wants in a different situation, he would absolutely pull both of his grown men, but they are still his kids. He'll pull them out of whatever situation. But when it comes to this, I think that he's thinking that that's what they want. But for him to have to sit back and witness this with his boys, it's heartbreaking. It really, really is. As much money as Deion has made the league, Shador himself has already made the NFL over $250 million. And what pissed me off, and I put it in every comment section whenever I can, y'all don't want to use him in the right way on that field, but you using him for a promo. Every post I see from the Cleveland Browns is Shador's picture. The NFL draft situation was for ratings and money. It's heartbreaking, but you're right. It is bullying. And as a parent, what do? But as I mentioned, not only Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharp, several NFL current and past players said that they've never seen anything like what they witnessed last night. They put Shador in the game last night. And again, Mel, they feel like this is a setup to Mel and Pink Diva. Because what they did is they put him in the game with a weak offensive line. The O-line was trash. What better way for them to be able to showcase Shador getting sacked numerous of times? So, yeah, he had a bad game, but they didn't give him what he needed to play a good game. Not only that, now I don't know too much about this 2-minute drill, but what I do know is what I heard in the last 12-ish hours or so, and they said that a quarterback always completes a 2-minute drill. Always. That's just the norm. No one in the NFL have witnessed a quarterback not completing a 2-minute drill. Well, guess when it happened? Last night with Shador. They didn't let him complete this play. He is one out of everybody in the damn NFL that was not allowed to complete that 2-minute drill. Not only that, they said he was on the sideline asking the coach, hey, you going to put me back in? Are you going to put me back in? And they said no. First time ever. So this is Derek Carr. I believe he is, I don't know. I believe Derek Carr, he may be a former NFL player as well. But he said, I need to understand why we don't get to see Shador Sanders run this 2-minute drill. Wouldn't you want to see your young quarterback operate in this situation? They don't. They don't want to see him succeed because it's my understanding, had he done what we know he can do and complete that 2-minute drill, he probably would have got a touchdown and everything else. They wanted that lasting impression of him getting sacked or him holding the ball too long. They wanted that to be the lasting impression. It is so damn sad. It really is. Shador had to say this about it. He said, I didn't know I was out. I was on a bike. I was powering up. I was powering up for that 2-minute drive because that's just a situation every quarterback dreams of. That's many situations I've been in before, and I thought I was in. So then coach told me I wasn't in, and I was like, okay. Many situations he's been in before. That's every quarterback's dream. And what do they want to do? They want to crush those dreams. They want to crush those dreams. But this is Derek Carr. He's the one that said, I need to understand that. And they said that get him more reps for the future. I didn't see the whole game, so maybe he already showed enough. Help me understand this. Everybody is confused. Everybody that's using their voice to talk about it, they're confused. This has never, ever happened. Never. Let's see what this is.
And here, where are you on the depth chart? And there you've got a rookie that they drafted ahead of you. So maybe they don't like.
That's him, right? That's Shador right there, thinking he's going back in. They put somebody in that I heard was complete trash. They don't want to showcase the talents. They don't. And I don't know about you guys, but like I said, it's heartbreaking. I'm pissed off. And in my opinion only, it is racism. I said this the other day. They really admire the young black guys, especially in the NFL, that they get there with the sob story, and it's changing my mama's life, it's changing my daddy's life, and my whole family. And the Sanders boys, they came in this league wealthy. And it's my opinion, they don't like that. Plus, they don't like their daddy. But what do you guys think that Deion, how do you think he's feeling? How do you think that he's feeling? I know he's leaning on the Lord. He's had to really do that this year with his cancer battle that he had earlier. But to see this, for him to even witness the draft and see Shador fall to what? Fifth round or fourth in the draft. Imagine his heart. Imagine his heart. So, look, we all know exactly what Mel said. God definitely got better for him, but it's hard to watch. I was a little scared. Now, Shador just posted this. I was a little scared reading it, because he posted this 50 minutes ago. He said, "Thanks everyone for the love and support. There's a lot to learn from this preseason, but I'm really thankful for the opportunity to be out there day by day, rep by rep. I'll keep learning and getting better." Now, the reason why I was a little scared, because I'm like, damn, did they cut him too? And that's not far-fetched. It absolutely can happen. So they have this week, I believe, to announce who's going to be cut. And my thing, the reason why I'm not optimistic, and I know that we should, hopefully everybody believe in God. If you don't, it is what it is. But with all of the teams passing on both Sanders boys during the draft, does the future look bright? You know what I'm saying? So prayers going up. Let me read a couple comments. Shout out again to Melody Shavri, the blueprint baby over there on TikTok. 252 million people, and Mel is in the top 50 or 51, 52. CC, I think that was you that told me last night. Let me know. Absolutely amazing. Let me find a product, chat. I need to find me something, Mel. Keep doing the damn thing. The blueprint. That's all I gotta say. Pink Diva, you say they're intimidated by those boys and despise the fact that they are well-rounded and wealthy Black boys. Totally agree. Hey, Relly. Relly said they didn't want to sign Shiloh or Shador in the first place and gave them bad deals. The other guys shouldn't be let go. The other guys should be let go too, because he also swung. Totally agree. Totally agree. He should have been ejected as well, and he wasn't. Shout out to Relly in the building. Gigi said, in my opinion, they did not respond as they wanted, and that is what they can't stand. Excellent point. Excellent point, Gigi. They did want to chip away at these boys' confidence, especially Shador. And I don't want to say that he's humbled himself. I just think he understands the assignment, and so what he was given in college, and rightfully so, as he should. He was one of the best players, should have been drafted in the top 5 if you ask me. But he's made sure to, even on his social media pages and all of that, he's really just focused on the NFL. And they want them to blow up. They want them to come out and cuss them out or call them out, so they can say, see, they're aggressive. They're aggressive. It's no different than how they do Black women. You show any type of, you know what I mean, dislike, and speak up about it, you're aggressive. But I'm praying for them. I really, really am. I don't know how Deion Sanders feels, but even Deion has to take a step back and not come out here and criticize the league like I know he wants to, because he don't want his boys to not have that chance. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, my final thing on this. I know we'll never see the day, but could you imagine if every Black NFL player decided to speak up and say, hey, we see what you guys are doing and that's wrong, and none of us are going to play until you fix this? Could you imagine? Could you imagine a BFL, a Black football league? Could you imagine? There is no NFL without these Black boys, And how much can you just take this and swallow your pride and go out there and continue to try to do things that you've been doing since you was a little boy? If it was my son, you already rich, screw it. But again, you're taking away their dream. So it's my dream that they continue to show up and show out. Shiloh, I hope that he get picked up by another team. And yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. It really, really is. Let me see what you guys are saying, and then we're gonna move on to the next hot topic. Shout out to 194 you guys. Hit the like button for me. They won't, because so many of them is out for themselves. Deborah, I said that to my sister earlier today. I said that to my sister on the phone earlier today. That's why a lot of black folks don't stand together, period, because they always looking out for self. You know what I mean? They could have stood with Kaepernick, if you ask me. Let's see. CC say you would walk out. Yeah. Precious said, yes, I was labeled as confrontational at work because I spoke up for myself all the time. All the time. You know? Child, call me what you want to call me. I betcha I'm going to speak up. You know, but it's sad. It's sad that as black folk, we have to do that. And they don't realize a lot of us are heavily opinionated because of what our parents went through and grandparents went through and ancestors went through. And we saying, yeah, no, that ain't happening over here. You know what I mean? Fire me. Do whatever you have to do. I be damned if I ever. Yes, sir, massa. Hell no. I always said my whole life I couldn't have been a slave. This orange food keep doing what he doing. I'm out this country. Period. Neva P said, as a parent, I'm sure he's very upset. I agree, sis. How could he not be? You know, and this is where I need Pilar. I'm going to say this about Pilar and I'm going to move on. Pilar, I'm going to need your ass to do more than smile in the mirror and smile in the camera and shake your hair and shake your body. It's time for you to really mama up, okay? It's time for you to mama up. We know you're a cute girl, cute woman, excuse me. But it's time for you to use your voice. All she want to do is smile and dance. Let me get off of that, child, because I could take that a whole different direction. Deborah, you're right. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, child. Facts. Let's see. Relly said, those boys break down their bodies for those higher up / owners. Our boys have long-lasting injuries playing football. You're right. And they could care less. What is it? The brain injury, CTE? Let me look it up. Yeah, CTE. You're absolutely right, Relly. And guess what? They could care less. A lot of times we've heard, I know I have, that can somebody go ahead and block Raul? Let me add a pleasure. Let me get the pleasure. I'll time him out. Raul, dag, I can only do it for 24 hours. Take your ass on somewhere, okay? It's not, let me, before I get sidetracked, he gone. Raul said, yeah, let me try this another way. I'm just going to ban you. Instead of timing you out, I'm just going to ban you. Find somebody to play with before I cut your ass out on this Sunday, okay? What was I saying before I was rudely interrupted? We shall see. We shall see what happens. You know, if you got eyes, you know what's going on. You know what I mean? And God is good. Okay, God is good. We know that they are protected, and you know, I'm just worried about their mental. So we'll talk about that. Cutie Crew will definitely touch on it a tad bit more. I'm worried about their mental. You know what I'm saying? Because how could it not affect them? How could it not? Your husband said he's done with football. Yes, a lot of people. Look, I want Shador jersey. I refuse to put $1 in their pocket. Although he's gotten paid, they made $250 million. Dog it. I wish I would have saved it. They gave the breakdown earlier today. 250 million was made off of Shador Sanders jerseys. Shador got 14 million out of that. Allegedly, he had a clause in his contract. The NFL got 75 million. The Browns got 30, so forth. They showed everything. The apparel company, they show where everybody got paid. And in my opinion, that's probably one of the only reasons, because they're overlooking his talent. So that's probably one of the only reasons they'll keep Shador. No matter what team he go to, they know that people are going to support him. Somebody said that black folks are supporting Shador just like we did Obama in 2008, and they ain't lying. Relly said, my son plays. That's how I know. They push those boys and they go through a lot to put millions in the owners' pockets. And the racism in the league as well is a problem that they don't address. They don't address, and they will never. And they will never. You know, the owner came out of the Cleveland Browns, said, I ain't want Shador. Imagine that boy still needing to show up every day and play. But the people love him. So no matter what, they'll be all right. And that's the only thing I want Dion to let him know. Look, son, I know this, sons, I know this has been your dream since you were little kids. But I'm not going to let this affect your mental. And if it's affecting your mental, get on up out of there. Get on up out of there. You know, take your talents somewhere else. Overseas, you're not going to get the pay. You don't need it. But you're going to play. You know? So yeah, we'll touch on this. My two sons said, absolutely, Pilar. It's time to speak for your young man. Say something. Say what it is. Child, she's so used to trying to be cute. Side-eye said Pilar isn't that kind of woman. She's too passive. Side-eye, I don't know if I agree with you, sis. I had another comment of yours that I wanted to read. You say, Chit Chat, some of us are shaking the table back at the orange regime. I know, and you know I'm praying for you. You know, I know you've gone through it personally. Keep doing what you need to do, sis. I don't think Pilar is passive. She whooped Dion ass back in the day. I know y'all know about that. I just feel like, unfortunately, look, Pilar was even dating Jay Prince after Dion. You guys know Jay Prince. Big time. And all Pilar was doing was just being cute, posing, smiling. Baby, I would have been running companies and every damn thing else. We need more. We need more. All right, let's continue. I promise you guys I'll try to get to more of your comments. Let's go right on into this Katt Williams story. Let's get into this Katt Williams story. Allegedly, comedian Reggie Carroll was unalived at Katt Williams' house this past Thursday in South Haven, Tennessee. Child. Reggie is the one in the middle. May he rest in peace, in the orange shirt. And he was currently on tour with Katt Williams and Monique. Well, Reggie's friend, a guy named Billy Sorrells, who's also a fellow comedian, he been speaking out, child, all morning. Now, there is a guy that was arrested and is currently being held. Shoot, I had his name somewhere. Travell Williams. So they have the person that unalived Reggie, and people are confused with this guy, Billy Sorrell, and they feel like he's clout chasing. So I want you guys to take a look. Let me know, as a friend, should he be speaking out? Everything is alleged. I don't know none of this. I'm just reporting what's on the internet. Everything is alleged. But you guys take a look at what he had to say. It's like a catch-22. You know what I mean? Because as a friend, I get you speaking out. But with him saying a couple things, I'm like, yeah, this may be clout chasing. But take a look.
Yeah, you might want to go get TMZ for this one.
Oh, let's go to this one first.
Go tag the blogs, nigga. Last name is?
Hold on. Oh, let's start here.
The thing that need to be answered is why the fuck Katt know what the fuck going on? Look at all the guests and shit. Katt know. Red know. Red was in the Bahamas. I bet he was, conveniently.
Red was in the Bahamas. He posted it on the shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bullshit. You know what the fuck going on.
What you mean bullshit? Cousin was in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip through
right
this.
now, that shit ain't cool. Niggas know what's up. Nigga, you don't just get killed at a nigga crib and don't nobody know what the fuck going on.
Allegedly.
So the nigga didn't die at a club in Mississippi.
Okay, give me a second, bro.
No, bro. I'm just telling you what people is continuously thinking.
Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. I don't care about what nobody's telling. I'm telling you, right? The thing that.
All right, let's go to the second one. And the news has confirmed that it was the report that I saw was outside a home. But let's go ahead and take a look at this second one.
Yeah, you might want to go get TMZ for this one. Yeah, y'all might need to go start tagging the blogs. What we not gonna do is we not gonna act like Katt, you didn't know who the fuck Reggie Carroll was. What we not gonna do is act like Red Grant, you ain't know who Reggie Carroll was. What we not gonna do is sit up here, Monique, and act like and downplay who the fuck Reggie Carroll was. Katt Williams, you the truth teller. You the Lord of knowing so much truth. You the master of being able to tell everybody else and shit. Katt Williams, tell me why Reggie Carroll died out your house. Tell us what happened to Reggie Carroll, Katt. Yeah, you might want to go.
All right, I'm gonna play a couple more, but Audrey, you are right. Let me take this off the screen. Where is Audrey's comment? If something happened, they are investigating and no one is speaking, and no one speaking is the right thing. I agree. Side eye, whole lot of talking, and with him saying, tell the blogs, tell TMZ, people not feeling him. Let's see.
A lot of people know his personality, and Reggie mouth was like he was like
he did it with a smile.
Yeah,
man, I say this as the man, just like, man, the nigga had a beautiful smile, man. And when he smiled, the thing that was so dope about his smile, it could.
Now I'm gonna pause this, but in the caption, the guy down here on the bottom, he's speculating that Reggie's love for cracking jokes might have escalated and led to him getting unalive. So, I don't know if he roasted somebody or what. All of this is alleged, but when it comes to that guy, common sense would tell you Katt Williams should not come out and say a damn thing. And if they already got the guy that did it in custody, what is your problem? Why are you calling out Monique and everybody else? I agree, side eye. If, because this is alleged, if it happened in his home, absolutely there's some liability. You know what I mean? But do I expect him to come out and say and raise his hand, hey, this happened? I don't. However, the friend, Billy Sorrell, made a good point. Katt was the one that catapulted the whole Diddy situation. And you know what I mean? And spoke his truth. So this guy's just asking for Katt to speak the truth about this as well. If more is to come, you guys know it will hit the internet. But I will say again, and I've seen this guy, Reggie Carroll, before. I never knew his last name. But again, the one on your screen with the orange sweats shirt, I've seen some of his skits, his comedy skits. Hey, Doris, before. And may he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. So, yeah. We're going to move on, child. Which way I want to go first? Let's go ahead and get into the Pastor Jamal Bryant, and then we'll end this with Tamar Braxton. Is Relly still here? Because Relly, I sure would love. I will go ahead and admit this. I haven't caught any of your lives this past week. Normally, I be in everybody Bush's child, but I would love your thoughts on old Tamar. So first, what I'm gonna do, let's start with this Jamal Bryant, Pastor Jamal Bryant. And speaking of NFL athletes, he called out two of them. He called out Travis Hunter and he called out Shannon Sharp. And I want to know you all's thoughts after looking at this. Was Pastor out of line? Okay, really. Just let me know, sis, what you think about Tamar in the chat, because I wasn't banning from jump. But take a look at what Jamal Bryant, Pastor Jamal Bryant, Dr. Jamal Bryant had to say. But he said, warn your sons and daughters. And he said, I'm raising you to change the world, talking about his daughters. And look, I agree with the message. I don't know how I feel about the Travis part. We shall see. We shall see. But take a listen.
Your sons, look at Travis and Shannon. Y'all done got mad. If ain't nobody else gonna say it, I'ma say it. You gonna lose everything playing yourself. Y'all gonna be quiet. Y'all better sit with me. If you don't see the beauty in your own mama, you don't see the beauty in your own sister.
I gotta pause. Preach, Pastor. Yeah, y'all overlooking the sisters and getting with the Gabbies of the world. Baby, Gabby got 33 million or 20 once she got done paying her attorney.
I can't hear nobody if you don't see the beauty in the women that raised you. There's something wrong with you. You gotta learn how to identify the greatness that's in you. I'm not raising you to be a success and then you walk away from black women. Warn your daughter that on board are dogs. There are some people that just want to hump on them, but have no interest in who they really are. Come on, I can't hear nobody. You better tell your daughter, don't you send them pictures. Don't you open up nothing on OnlyFans. They can get that from anybody, but as for my daughter, you better put some clothes on and hold your head up and realize I'm raising you to be a queen. You ain't no jump off of no side chick. Wish you would. I'm raising you to change the world. And tell
Yes, sir. Like my mama used to say, yes, sir. S-U-H. Look, Pastor preaching. Pastor is preaching, and I agree with everything that he said. The only reason why I said I don't know about Travis, because Travis, and a lot of us feel like that chick only with him for the money. She came out and said that she wasn't attracted to him. He wasn't her type and all of that. But they was with each other while he was still in high school. And she's a couple years older. And throughout his college career. So I think they've been together about 6-7 years. Do I think, I don't want to put any bad mojo or whatever you call it, child, on Travis Hunter, but I think the only thing that I feel about Dr. Jamal Bryant with saying or including Travis is it's a little bit premature. So we are on the outside looking in. So with that, I just say, you know, that's still a young boy. He's still learning. They just got married and it's not over yet. So premature, but say whatever you got to say about Shannon Sharp. But as my girl Side-Eye just said, now Jamal done ran through his share of 304s. Ooh, child. Good message, wrong messenger. Now look, Side-Eye, I was going to try to save a little bit of that for our members only, but Pastor is going through allegedly a big child support battle right now. He was single when he got this girl pregnant. I believe they got a son. He's another one. He don't mention the son. At least I've never seen him. I don't know if he go to school and all of that. But look, they tearing Pastor up over there in the comment section. A lot of people agree with him, just like in this chat. But a lot of people said, now look, now you didn't marry light, bright, almost white your damn self. You seem to have a type yourself, Pastor. Oh, Lord, forgive me. I didn't mean to say your damn self to the pastor. I'm doing the sign of the cross and everything over here. But I'm going to go ahead and agree with my good sis, Sada. Right message, possibly wrong messenger. Sissy said, I guess that's why he can speak on it, because he was that guy. Good point. Good point. Are you through being that guy? Is the question. We hope so. We'll never know. But look, I do enjoy his word. I do. And I didn't find anything wrong with what he said. I really, really didn't. And there are several people that's cheering him on over in the comment section saying, look, this needs to be said. And it does. Will the people, though, like the Shannon Sharps of the world, will they take heed? You know what I mean? Shannon Sharp ain't got no choice now but to take heed. Over there working like a Hebrew child on that YouTube channel. He can't even take a day off because Gabby didn't got all his money. So excellent message. I'm not going to tear Pastor up, but Pastor Child do got a little reputation, or did. We'll say did. Cece, I say Pastor Child. Pastor, good old Pastor. Well, they say Pastor was also Mr. Chocolate. Shout out to Candy Burris. Let's take a look.
And I ain't trying to be funny. I got to ask this the people. You don't even know
where the producers at. Right. To this next question. Right.
You don't even know what I'm going to say.
Holy Ghost don't lie. Go ahead, right there.
I bet you your Holy Ghost lie.
I bet you. You done changed it. You done just changed it.
You
just changed
it. I promise you I did.
Okay, let's go.
Do you see how I'm dressed today?
I see.
I said I'm going to be on my best behavior.
You look amazing.
No, I wore something that was covered up because I said the pastor going to be here. I'm going to be on my best behavior.
You look great.
I'm not asking you that type of question.
Okay, let's go.
My question is,
help, Lord.
During that time, you was a single man. There was a lot of women that snake, okay? And there was rumors that you was Mr. Chocolate.
Y'all ever heard that before? You guys ever heard that it was Pastor that was Mr. Chocolate? I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna have to check out that full interview that Candy did. It's on her YouTube channel. I had never heard that was the infamous Mr. Chocolate. Really? I'm late. Gigi say yes. Peach Prince, Angela Richardson, Lucky Charms. Really, guys? A miss, child. A miss. But look, I think that was an awesome word from good old Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant. And hopefully these athletes will take heed. My recommendation for all of them, just do a Google search and put in Shannon Sharp, child. You're not going to see anything about his football career. What you are going to see is how a young girl broke them pockets. Shame. What are you guys saying? They don't want black women, but they will give it freely to every other race. Good point, Frankie. We don't want they arse either. Baby, go ahead on about your business. You hear me? Let's see. Sada said, but when you just got your diploma for keeping it in your pants, you ain't want to talk. Oh, child. Not he just got the diploma. Gigi, I'm going to read your comment next. We about to get to it. Let's see. All the women he done ran through in his church. Shameful. Oh, child. Y'all, okay, this comment section is split. We respect everybody's opinion. Oh, you saw it. Talk about it. Said, now, Jamal, I saw your child support case. Is he disabled? No. Let me start over. Now, Jamal, I saw your child support case for your disabled son that you aren't allegedly taken care of, and you allegedly sent people after his black mom. Allegedly. Everything is alleged. I did not know that the baby was disabled, and I'll say alleged with that too, because, I don't know. But I did hear and see video clips of the baby mama. Going off. So, she black though. So maybe Pastor feel like that don't apply to him because at least she not, clear. I don't know, child. Y'all know I like to be a little bit messy, but let's go ahead and get into Tamar Braxton. Really, I think I started your comment. I hope I did. News broke earlier this week. Tamar Braxton said, I almost died, child. Woke up in a pool of blood. I don't know what happened. Didn't see nothing. Teeth missing. Everything. She dropped that win, I believe, Monday. This is her statement. And, you know, there's been a big debate since she dropped that statement. A lot of blame went towards Funky Dineva. And again, I respect everybody's opinions. I felt like I don't think Funky had anything to do with that part, but a lot of you guys did. It is what it is. The problem for me is Tamar ain't came back out and said nothing. Nothing. And should she? I think so. Does she really have to? Probably not. But when you involve the public, when you get us all riled up, when you get people scared, when you got people over in my comment section saying, you don't know if she was drunk. Well, you don't know if she was in a altercation. So we both speculating here. You know? You don't know. We don't know. And since we don't, hey, Mama V, I feel like it was and should have been Tamar's duty to come back out here and say something. She hasn't, child. In the meantime, we'll go through our stories real quick and then we'll get into what's been out there in them streets. This is Tamar, child. Tamar looking at that LA skyline, one of my favorite skyline. She posted that. She ain't say nothing, just posted it. Then she said 4 a.m. and you're woo. I have no idea what that means. Did somebody come over there and break her back? 4 a.m. and you're woo. What that mean, Tamar? Let us know. Let's continue. What'd she say after this, child? After this, Tamar said, go ahead and switch. Child, how long I had that? She put nothing will keep me down. Nothing ever with the praying hands emojis. And yes, I love that. I love that. We don't want that for anybody, for anything to keep them down. And then this is what got me. Because I'm like, now, Tamar, come on, sis. Tamar talking about picking out a nail color. Y'all over here slanging and banging all up through the comment sections and from panel to panel and video to video. Tamar said this is the story of her life, picking out nail colors. So, what's going on, Tamar Braxton? What's going on? Then she said, this next season is called My Turn. And look, nothing wrong with that. So maybe it's me, I do expect something. I do expect something, some type of update. Okay, really? Some type of update. And it's been out here in these streets, child, that allegedly, Mendeecee'S was over there by Tamar Braxton house. My question is, child, did Yandy put them paws on Tamar? I don't know. Relly said, and then Relly, let me grab, is my other phone near? Hold on, guys. Hold on. It's right here. So I could check out this hot tea that Relly probably sent me. But Relly put in the comment section, it was said that Tamar is doing a visual album and chose Mendeecee'S as her leading dude. And they were hanging out that night, the night of the accident. Not sure why he was alone at her house, though. Ooh, child. Well, that's alleged, too. I trust you. I trust you, Relly. Let's see. Ooh, child. You are. Oh, let me download this. Relly. You, child. I'm going to show it. Let me email myself. Relly, you wrong. Now, look. Allegedly, I'll show you guys where I got it from. Let me stop sharing this. And then after I show you guys where this story started, and it's all over social media, and it's been on social media for the past couple days. I was just waiting, trying to see if anything else was going to come out about this. Let me bring this up. Let me share this screen. Shout out to you guys. 286 of you. Please hit the like button for me. You guys let me know if you want me to drop the link, child. I'll drop it. I got a good 30 more minutes left in me, and I'm tired. I'm going to bed early. Let me send myself this. Really, you a hot ass mess. Hold on. But shout out to It's Only Entertainment. They posted this 7 hours ago, but I saw this as early as Friday. Not the exact story as far as a business collab. Only the name that, Mendeecee'S was with Tamar. So, I came out and said when this story first broke, girl, just ask Funky Dineva what happened to you since you don't know. But I guess Mendeecee'S can let her know what's going on too, allegedly. So this is another thing that, if I were, and I'll read the caption over here, but if I were, and I forgot to do this, guys. It's my fur baby birthday. You guys say happy 13th birthday to Teddy Boy. Happy birthday, Teddy Boy. That was him, child. Spent more money on him earlier. But if this was me, I absolutely will come out and say, nah, that's not true. So this is why I say, and a lot of people say that they just feel like Tamar does and says a lot just for the attention. Somebody said the other day, they bet money that Tamar is pissed at Lil Nas X because he came out, baby, and just stole the whole shine. Gigi said, if I slipped, fell, drunk, face planted, and lost teeth, the last place I would have went was to the net. And off of that, did she get allegedly jumped? I'm just saying, was there a pull-up? That's the thing. We don't know. And the thing as well is she don't care that we don't know. She don't care. Y'all see what Relly sent me, child? A mess. This picture is alleged as well, child. But child, is this how she looking or was before she called Funky Dineva for Dr. Heavenly number? I don't know. Really a hot mess, a hot mess. Gigi, I totally agree with you. But it is being alleged. They said the streets are buzzing after Tamar Braxton was allegedly spotted getting extra cozy with Love and Hip Hop Mendeecee'S Harris at V12 Lounge in Atlanta. That was just hours before her tragic, in quotation marks for me, accident. Because I don't know if it was a tragic accident, But they said eyewitnesses had social media screaming sneaky link. But hold up. Insiders now claim there's more to the story. Word is Mendeecee'S is actually set to play the leading man in Tamar's upcoming visual, which explains why the two were seen together. Still, the timing has people raising eyebrows. Tamar and Mendeecee'S haven't confirmed the collab themselves, leaving fans to debate whether this was strictly business or if there's something extra happening behind the scenes. Either way, one thing for sure, Tamar knows how to keep folks talking. And the last part said, and this visual can't drop soon enough. What I agree with in that whole statement is Tamar knows how to keep folks talking based off of, and I'm going to go down and scroll back up, but based off of Tamar's story activity, she fine. She didn't got on the plane. She didn't, took a flight straight out there to Cali, showing us the views and worrying about nail polish. And a lot of you guys, like I say, was out here slanging and banging, cussing folks out. And I don't know what happened, but what I do know is Tamar Braxton loves attention. And thank you. I just don't think that it was, if you fall, let's say you had one too many and you fall and break up all your teeth in your mouth. Yeah, that's tragic in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But the direction that a lot of people are going, I don't agree with it. She hasn't said anything. I guess eventually, once that show air, we'll find out. Yes, Cece, I heard that the Braxton show, I don't know, what are they calling it now? Just the Braxtons, maybe. I heard it's starting in September. So this could be leading up to that. Is August 24th. But why was he at her house if they were already out partying with everyone? That's inappropriate. I agree. If that is true, that is inappropriate. And do I think that Mendeecee'S would do something like that? You know what I mean? I don't know. Where are the true gummy gum pics? Tamar is milking. I don't know. Gigi. Is that his real name? Who? Teddy Boy? Mendeecee'S? Let me know. It's me, Wanda Marie. Now, we know Dr. Heavenly can't hold water. Yeah, if Dr. Heavenly know, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. Thank you, Aunt Debbie. It's coming soon. Dr. Heavenly gonna spill it all. You know, Dr. Heavenly has been quiet because she's running for office, child. So I haven't been by her page, I could tell you that much, but I haven't heard anything like we normally do. Did Dr. Heavenly fix her teeth or not? I'm sure she did. I'm sure she opened up that office that Sunday for Tamar. Thank you guys. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Yes, he's a Virgo. And I thought about that today, sis. I was telling Teresa, I don't know about them August Virgos, but my little fur baby a August Virgo. All right. What are you guys saying? Gigi said, ain't no hanky panky with the Mendeecee'S, Tamar. All right, that's what I thought, Gigi. I said that from the time she made this here post. It was very Tamar. I struggled to write this, but everyone keeps calling me. And honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, I could barely read it because I got my own logo on top of it. Something she said she was going to be working on her health and all of that. Prayers going up still, but she said her mental journey begins. And that last part of that, and then I'm done with this, when I don't want to say that. Maybe I say that for the cutie crew. Teresa, you said that last night, sis. I ain't about to argue with you. Something about them September Virgos, but you are absolutely right. I heard you last night, sis. August starts the Virgos. Yes. All right, what are you guys saying? What are your thoughts about all of this? Anybody want to come up for a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes to give quick comments? Feel free to click the link. I'll drop it. I am at my hour mark, but I'll spend a little more time because I did not see a lot of your comments. But we had over 300. Shout out to you guys that were joining me. Shout out if you are in the bushes. Hit the like button for me. Alexis, hey sis, how are you? That's what I thought. Peach Prince, she needs attention. And I just don't look, nobody owes us anything. You know what I'm saying? But for instance, I'm just a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? And if I come out here and in one video, I give you guys a half story and oh my God, I could have died and all of that. Y'all know damn well y'all gonna want to know what happened. That's what I don't like about this whole Tamar situation. And that's what I don't like about her being back in her stories like ain't nothing happened. Say something to the people. Has Tamar's injuries been verified? Tamar be lying sometime. Well, CC, I can't verify it. And the only person that spoke on it was all right, Teresa. I still got some overdue let looseness on standby from a live about a week ago. Be careful, sis. Child, you done made me lose my train of thought. Oh, I was saying that the only person that really came out and said something was Funky Dineva. And when he came out and said something, he just said, look, I don't know what happened to that lady. A couple of y'all had a problem with that lady, with him addressing her like that. And, a lot of people felt like just because Funky Dineva be popping them gummies that he gave Tamar some. Don't nobody know what Tamar be doing her damn self. You know what I mean? So I didn't get that from him. But nobody else has said anything. Not Trace. May Tracy rest in peace. Not Tony Braxton, not Tawanda, not Trina, not Mama Evelyn, not little Logan, Vince. Nobody. The only person that said that she almost died child was Tamar. And nothing personal. Nothing personal. I don't believe it. I think she got a white girl wasted. You know what I mean? And hey, nothing wrong with it, but don't come out here and put the theatrics. If my suspicions are true, don't come out here and do all of this and leave the people hanging. So we'll end this like this. I want you guys to answer me yes or no. I'm gonna be messy and put this. I was gonna leave this up. I can't really. I cannot. I was gonna leave that up. I want you guys to answer me. Aunt Debbie say, Tamar, go sit down. Now, Aunt Debbie, I could have sworn I had a conversation with you the other day about Funky. What changed, Aunt Debbie? Click my link. Hey, Neva P.
Hey, Chit Chat, how you doing? I miss you.
I miss you too. I saw you in my live. When was that? One morning.
Yeah, and then last night.
Yeah, we be looking for you over there on Patreon. You doing okay?
I'm doing better. Yes.
That's good. That's good. Go ahead.
I just had family member not well, and yeah, so and I'm not in Maryland. I'm here in Florida, so it was just a little difficult helping my niece, but things are better.
Things are better. Well, that's good news. That's good news. And prayers going up. And take a breather. Well, I guess you are because you're up here. But you know we love us some you. Neva P, what are your thoughts? You can talk about anything that we discussed. Deion Sanders, I saw you put a comment in there about the Sanders boys. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this Tamar Braxton stuff.
Chit Chat, I've been trying to talk to you since Tamar it came out. I just was looking at I had to side out from the time it came out. She always got something going on. And to be honest with you, I was thinking that she wanted some more plastic surgery and was just using that as an excuse.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking at first. I said, girl. I was like, girl. And then I was just like, I did think Funky was being shady though. But not mentioning her name, not, kind of like he was just like taking a hands-off approach. So, I mean, I don't know, but
do you think that he knew based off of what he said? Yeah, they rode into the car over to our house. But he said he, got out the car they all were in and he got in his car and left. So he wouldn't know what went on up in her home.
But I think she told him when she asked for Dr. Heavenly's number, because he gonna ask her. They just come on now, girl. Why you need it? Why you need Dr. Heavenly? That's what you would say to me when I called Chit Chat. Can I get Dr. Heavenly's number, girl? What's going on?
Yeah.
Somebody did look, Chit Chat. Somebody just beat my ass.
And that's probably what she told him, and that's why he ain't saying nothing. Because I can't see if this girl was attacked. You know what I mean? And look, it was people out here saying that she had been raped. It was people out here saying it was DV. I mean, it was so many, and she just been letting everybody just yap. But you're right about that. He absolutely would have asked what happened.
Yeah, he would have asked. And Chit Chat, you gonna call Funky instead of the police?
Facts.
I mean, come on.
And the first thing you was concerned about was your teeth.
Right. I mean, that's why I was just like, no. I don't believe you, Tamar, because Tamar is. I just think she needs some counseling. That's all. She needs some counseling. She needs to stay off the internet for a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Final question. Well, not final, but this is to you, Neva P, and the chat. Does Tamar Braxton owe the public an update? Those of you in the chat, put a 1 if yes, put a 2 if no. Let me know. Neva P,
she don't. I don't think she owed nobody jack, but since she came out here on the internet and said it, for the ones that ride for her, and that are worried about her, I do think that if she was going to come out here, she needs to come out here and give a little bit more. She shouldn't have came out at all, but she really don't owe anyone anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, she owe me. She owe me. I wish her well, no matter what she's gone through. But for the first part that you said, since she came out here, yeah, update. Everything's okay, guys. No, I wasn't raped. Address something. Don't just hold this to it's time for that show to start. That's not cool.
Right, because if she was going to stay silent, she could have kept she could have kept those 2 paragraphs.
Exactly.
I mean,
she say I almost died.
right? See how dramatic.
I struggle to write this, girl. You ain't struggling. You picking out nail polish and everything.
Right.
Come on. Well, look, Neva P, hold on, sis, because Aunt Debbie and I got into a big debate on the phone the other day. And
Hi, Aunt Debbie.
Hey, Aunt Debbie. Big debate. Did you hear me? Aunt Debbie didn't want to hear shit I was saying, Neva P. And I just saw a comment where Aunt Debbie said Tamar needs to sit her tail down. What changed? What changed? Cuss me out, damn.
I missed it, Jack.
I was saying then when we was talking on the phone, she needed to sit down. She needed to sit down. I didn't say that. What I say then?
You was just talking about Funky.
Oh, that's why. Well, I talk about him too, but I talk about her too. I'm telling you something. They went out. Funky he know more than he telling. I don't trust him. He gonna sit up and say, I don't know what happened to that lady. But that was your friend you running around with the whole night, eating, drinking, and everything. Now she that lady. See, them ain't no real friends right there.
Nope, they sure not.
I agree with that part, but that don't mean he know what happened when he got out that car.
He probably don't. He knew the next day if she asked for a dinner. He knows something. I ain't gonna say he don't know nothing. He might not know it all, but he knows something.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm going out with you and we partying the night before, and I'm gonna call you the next morning, chit chat. Can I get Dr. Heavenly's number? Chit chat. You gonna say, Neva, you good? What's going on?
Right.
What happened is what she gonna say. What happened?
Right, because he did say that lady said. Let me do it. He did say that lady said 4 of her teeth is missing. So I do agree, but is it his place to tell? Even if he doesn't know as a friend, I think he just came out here trying to clear his name. Look, I don't know what happened, but he probably do know. Is it his place, Aunt Debbie, to come out here and say what Tamar told him? If she told him.
He ain't got to say nothing. And she don't need to cause. She don't owe me nothing because she might come out lying some more. Look like she don't like tell the truth. Something made up, something dramatic, something theatrical. Hey, gone, just gone. She should have just kept her mouth closed in the first place. She didn't want to run around talking about she was in a pool of blood. She was left for dead, all this kind of stuff. Nobody asked her for that. And you running around in the midnight hour with these folks you don't know. They say you with that lady. They ain't no telling what happened. She don't know what happened, neither do I. And I know this. I ain't running around with nobody else's husband in the middle of the night. I know that ain't no good gonna come from that.
You better say it, Aunt Debbie. You better say it. You think
what's open that time of morning? And shit, number legs. We ain't doing no business that time of morning. I'm telling you that, unless it's a monkey ball ass business.
You know, monkey ball. Go ahead, Aunt Debbie.
Ain't doing no business that time of morning. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, they done had 10 to 7 to 8 drinks. What kind of business you doing? They just keep it real.
You right.
And then there's something like that happen. Hell, this shit just started all right. Yeah, no business running around the folks. Stay your tail at home and do something. And if something happened to you, don't be rushing to tell the public. Go call 911.
Right.
Call 911. Why she ain't called the police yet, don't seem like. Ain't no investigations going on.
That's what I'm saying. Look, I knew it. Look, you cannot out slick a slicker. Okay, number 1. Period. Point blank. And I didn't fall for anything, not even for a second. That's why my first thought was, wait a minute now. I just saw her on Funky twerking. Let me remove this comment. last night. That's Tamar bent down in front of Funky. Girl, if you don't know, ask Tamar. But she ended it with, I don't even know what happened to me. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere. Debbie, hold on. It's me, Wanda Marie said, if she wasn't going to follow through, then she should have remained silent because everything you say and do will be held against you. That's YouTube law. Totally agree. I totally agree. Don't say nothing. We wouldn't even be talking right now if Tamar didn't come out here and say anything. You know, go ahead.
But if I was Funky Dineva, I wouldn't have said a word. He said he didn't know. He said he dropped her off. He ain't even. Oh, what's that? I wouldn't have said a word. She's the only one that came out. I wouldn't have said nothing.
And that's why I said I think that he came out, child. I don't know, because you know, everybody was talking about Tamar's statement, but my messy ass, I was the one that said just ask Funky. So you know, that picked up and took some legs and made its way. So I think he was trying to defend, you know, his own honor. You know what I'm saying? And look, we all know about Funky and the disrespect with women and black women and all of that. But I told you guys, I'm that type of content creator where I could separate and give my thoughts on things. And in this moment, I don't think he had a damn thing to do with it. I
don't either.
Yeah. But Debbie do. Debbie, go ahead, tell the people what you said on the phone when you was going off on you. Tell the people.
In my opinion, he know what happened to her, and he might not have done it, but he had something to do with it.
Oh.
And I stand by that. I stand by that. Cause anytime man say he don't like women, and I wouldn't trust him, and ain't no telling what he'll do. Now I don't care about him talking about he no friend. He ain't no friend to no woman. He already called them all kind of names and say he don't like them, especially black women. I don't trust him.
As black women, though, we should know. We got to be held accountable too. We shouldn't even be hanging with them. We shouldn't even be talking to them. We shouldn't even be tackling with them. So forget all of that.
That's right. Because if anybody know what he said about Tamar Braxton in the past, it's Tamar Braxton.
Yeah.
So look, I ain't about to be out here more upset than Tamar. And
yeah.
Tamar can bend her ass over and twerk with him and dance with him and drink with him and party with him. I ain't about to be more upset than she is. Debbie, you got an excellent point. You know, and I respect it, but I don't think that he has that deep level of hatred where he's gonna do something to the extent of what she said. I was almost dead. I don't think that man went and said, look, I want y'all, we're gonna be pulling up at our house at about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Y'all be over there, jump out the bushes, attack, whatever. I don't think that.
I'm sorry, I don't put nothing past him. I just don't put nothing past
him. Hold her accountable too, because
I promise you I do, because she's ain't no way she should have been with him, no way. And I also said that. So I hold her accountable for herself, but I don't put nothing past him. And he doing too much. Oh, I left and went down to the Red Rooster with Jack Daniels or some damn body.
He did.
That's too much information. That sounds like you guilty to me. And
no, like that's letting y'all know, and all of this could be verified. That's he putting his alibi out there. I wasn't there.
He putting the alibi out so people won't look at him to say he had nothing to do with it. Like I said, if he didn't do it, I believe he had something to do with it. I'm standing on it. I don't trust him far as I can spit. He don't like women. He don't care for people. And ain't no telling what people will do. And I don't put nothing past him.
All right.
But she old enough to know that too. And she know what Funky said about her in the past. So she couldn't have been with him in the beginning. So it is what it is.
I said that too, Neva. She had no business with him.
Let me read a couple comments. You know, and hopefully, look, if Funky, and I don't think it, I'll say it publicly, and it got nothing to do with like or dislike when it comes to him. I don't personally think that he had anything to do with it. I think Tamar ass was probably on them gummies, had a couple drinks, and they telling what else they do in the the little party scene or whatever. And I don't even think somebody physically did anything to her. I think she fell.
I was going to say somebody, she could have fell face first.
That's what I said from the jump. Go back and look at my video. I think she fell in that house, probably hit her mouth. The blood, the pool of blood she talking about is coming from her damn teeth. You know what I mean? This girl act like she was poked with a you know what for 50, 11 times and all of that. I don't believe none of that.
I don't tell her with them ladies.
Yeah. Read a couple comments. I think she was lit. Relly said Mendeecee'S might have been blowing. Ooh, child. Mendeecee'S might have been blowing Tamar's wig back on that island in that kitchen, and she fell and knocked some teeth out. And was knocked out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Relly. But she come out here. I don't even know what happened to me. I was found in a pool of blood. You know, if you come out here and say some shit like that, people gonna get riled up. Not me, and that's not because I don't have compassion. Girl, bye. You know, she live in a secured building. Tamar is a whole celebrity. She not walking anywhere solo. She always got an entourage with her. She got friends that basically live with her. And I think they woke up the next morning after partying the night before themselves and saw her drunk ass laid out in the kitchen. Like, girl, get your ass up. Girl, you done knocked your teeth out. Tamar know what happened. Tamar know what happened. Okay. Period. Let me read a couple more. Gigi said to Indigo Girl, Tamar and people like her need to be faded to black. Pay them no man. Don't give them any shine. Okay.
Amen. Amen.
Mm-hmm. Gigi said, fact, she needs to be one with the fact she is almost 50 and stop reaching.
Right.
Tamar plays too much. She likes too much attention. Ain't his place. Miss Wanda Marie said it ain't his place. Talking about Funky. And she doesn't need to go any further either. But that doesn't mean we don't want to know. That's a good point. She really don't have to come out and say anything. She don't owe us anything. But if you came out and said this, and People Magazine and picked it up, and In Touch Magazine and TMZ and all that, you owe the people something. You owe the people something. Because the boy that cried wolf is just like we can switch that. The girl that cried wolf. If you don't complete this story as far as what happened, then yeah, something happened for real. People gonna be like, I don't even care. You know, that's not right to me.
No.
Couple more comments and then I'm gonna get Debbie and Neva P final thoughts. Let's see. Let's see. Tamar's in her 40s, more than old enough to know better. She might owe the Tamartians, but for those on clown time, I don't feel no ways tied. Like that man said. Okay, Lisa Love saying that man, just like he said, that lady. All right. She came one because she came and told every one, and now people are blaming others because she left a mess. That's my whole point.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, and even when it comes to Funky, I don't think that's fair for him. If he's saying, look, I don't know what happened, I didn't go up and all of that. I said this, I think when we touched on this Friday. That's kind of low down to me. If you know he ain't had nothing to do with it, just like you putting you in LA and getting your nails done or struggling finding a fingernail polish, say, look, my friend Funky didn't have anything to do with what happened. So do I think that there's going to be more beef between them? I'll just say if it was me, there would be. Because you got people, which I almost said like my Aunt Debbie. Sorry, Aunt Debbie. But you got people out here pointing the finger at me. Clear this up. Clear it up, you know?
And you know Tasha K was going to roast him, and that she did.
She did, baby.
She did.
Yep.
She did.
Yes, she did. All right, we're gonna get some final thoughts. Neva P, I'm gonna let you start, sis. Hopefully you can whenever you get a chance, join us. At least child members only. Debbie, mute up for me. I think that's you. On Thursdays and Saturday. You know we miss you on Saturday. Can I throw some love, a quick love and Maritinesville thing in here real quick? And the only reason why I synced it is because I was setting up for not the show itself, but this scene or the clip that I saw with Maurice and Martell Holt. Kimmy and Tisha are some of the we'll talk about it in members only, because I know if I get started now, the whole chat gonna want to get started. Y'all dumb as hell. That's all I'm gonna Maurice sat his ass there and lied. Maurice sat there and didn't even cover for his own damn brother. And y'all think that that lady that came out and gave that interview was lying?
Sue me.
Yeah, Martell says, if I'm
Sue
lying,
me.
girl, bye. A mess. We'll talk about that, child, another time. Because look,
Yeah.
I already knew it. I already knew it. Cutie Crew, we'll talk about it. All right, go ahead, Neva P. Give me your final thoughts.
Well, let me just say this. I did miss your commentary on that. I know we're not watching it or whatever, but first thing I thought when I saw it on the previews, I was like, oh my God, I know Chit Chat would have had a field day.
Baby.
My final thought is as far as Shador and his brother, I feel really bad for the boys.
Yeah.
They worked for their whole, I started my grandson football after them because Dion was so publicized as far as working with the babies and all that. And I feel bad because they've worked so hard to do this. And I think they're getting a raw deal. Like I put in the chat, I think they hate his father and they're taking it out on the boys. I think they're jealous of their success. I think they're jealous because they don't need the money. They just on talent. They're not on, oh, I got to get this job so I can take care of my family because their family is taken care of. And I just don't think that the clear people like it. And I think it's all of that and I think it's being all taken out on the boys. And I just feel so bad about it.
Yeah, I feel bad too, man.
And me, my sister, and my nephew got our jerseys. I got my jersey last week.
Did you?
Yes.
I want to, if they don't cut them, which I don't think that they will, but the way they've been moving, you just don't know. I may go ahead and support just for him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why we did it. That's why we did it.
Yeah, yeah. And I agree with you. It's heartbroken. My heart has been broken since the draft. You know what I mean? And you are absolutely right. They didn't need the money, but the talent they have, undeniably, they have it. And this is also a get back at Dion. And what can he do? You know what I mean? He don't want to break his kids' hearts, by coming out here and snapping off like I know he want to do. So he got to hold what he really want to say. It's like they got the upper hand when it comes to everything. Shador released his statement earlier. He just gonna keep practicing, keep working, and he's grateful for the opportunity. Shiloh was working real hard, and they got him like a puppet master with the puppets on the string. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't like.
And I agree with what you said earlier. I do believe that they taunting them on purpose.
For sure. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And it's collusion. I think even before the draft, where Eric Dickerson came out a couple days ago and said he know for a fact he spoke to someone personally, and they said that everybody was told, don't touch Shador, don't pick him, don't pick him, don't pick him. See, that's what I mean, where something needs to be said and done, but I get it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, these boys just want to play. And Shador got to a point this past summer. He loved his dad. Don't get me wrong. But he even told Dion, please, because Dion, before he went back to Colorado, he was making rounds. He went to Jacksonville, where Travis Hunter is. He went to Tampa, where Shiloh is. And Shador told him, please, Dad, don't come. Don't come. Just practicing. He knew that would bring all this attention. And that just let me know that he's feeling some type of way. Not mad at his dad, but again, they got this control that they're trying to hold over them. It's messed up. It is.
And as football players, black, white, green, or purple, if y'all love the game, y'all should love your brother that's playing the game with you. You should stand up for him. Somebody should stand up for him. I know how they haze new players when they come in, but this is just unnecessary. This is just unfair. And I just feel like as grown men, they should embrace him. And let him know that it's going to be okay. Just keep working hard. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel, I'm just sad about that too.
Yeah. I am too. And the good thing is they were reared up as far as being believers of God. Dion makes his inspirational posts sometimes 2-3 times a day. And we've seen that if you watch the shows reality shows and all of that, or if you watched what they covered when they were at Jackson State in Colorado, he's grounded in his faith, and so are they. But yeah, you're right. It's so hurtful. It's so hurtful. So we're gonna keep praying. God don't make no mistakes, and He will. What is it? Bless you,
Bless you. Yes.
the eyes of your enemies, and make your enemies your footstools and everything else. So it's just hard to watch, you know. But excellent points, Aneva P. Let me read a couple comments before I get to you on Debbie. Side Eye to Sage said, hold on. Side Eye, where's that comment? Let me go back. Hopefully it's still where I was. Side Eye said something like, here you go. Y'all know I can't stand Junkie Dineva. He's a snake. But it seems like Tamar was on her own. I feel the same way. Exactly. You know? All right. Debbie. Well, let me read what these folks saying. Child knew as soon as I say love, and shout out to Melody Cherie. But I knew as soon as I say love, and I was gonna get some comments, child. But Kimmy and Tisha, child, y'all let these Negroes play in y'all face like this. Then I saw on Instagram, I don't know, OMFG reality TV or somebody, Tisha said, what I think needs to be off limits is marriages, and kids. Girl, you on a whole show called Love and Marriage. The hell you mean marriages should be off limit? I just cannot. What else? I'm just gonna go real quick. Boogie said Funky is gonna wait until the drama goes down, and then he's gonna speak on it, and it's not going to be nice, and everyone is going to be mad at him again. Watch. Well, look, if he's speaking his truth, he's speaking his truth. You know, I'm not gonna say I won't believe him. You know, old Lemonhead talking about he hit an animal, tree, and pole. Brittany Janae, we're gonna leave it on that. But baby, and he looked like he was like, I wish a nigga would sit in my face and lie like that. See, what happened was, that's all you have to say. See, what had happened was,
He didn't hit all of that.
I hit an animal. Now, if you hit an animal, you're gonna say I hit a dog. I hit a deer. I hit an animal. And then after I hit that animal, I hit a tree. And after I hit the tree, I hit a pole. Nigga, I wish a Negro would. Do you hear me? Girl, embarrassing.
Now, if I was Kimmy, I'd have busted him upside his head.
Girl, I would have knocked the shit out of his ass. You embarrassing me not only in real life, but on TV too. You know, girl, bye. Anyway, y'all make sure you are watching, in my opinion, the #1 show on right now, which is Heart and Hustle Houston. I may do a little commentary on this one day this week. I don't know, Wednesday or so. Good show, good episode last night. I got about 5 pages of notes, but we do our talking over there on Patreon, and it was an amazing discussion last night. Hey, Deborah. All right, we're going to end this with Debbie. Yes, Peach, I said that earlier. All the players should boycott, but we know that won't ever happen, unfortunately. But Debbie, any thoughts on the Sanders situation? Any thoughts? Neva P, you didn't give me your thoughts on this, or did you? What do you think about Katt Williams? What do you think about the guy that spoke out about Katt Williams? Did you hear that part of the live?
Yeah. I think he was clout chasing, but if I look, Katt don't have to say jack, period. It happened at his house, but I think he should be quiet. It's an investigation. Somebody already turned themselves in. I mean, what should he say? What should Monique say? There's nothing for them to say.
It's nothing.
Come on.
And don't try to act like Katt directed the man to do this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
And clout chaser for real, because he kept saying, call TMZ. Y'all may want to get this over to the blogs. Call TMZ. You know, so yeah. But it did happen. I'll show you guys this just too, because even his friend said, are you sure that it didn't happen at the club? But I'm just going to flash this and take it right down. But the news piece that they had on this, South Haven, Mississippi, I think earlier I said Tennessee. That's incorrect. On the border, though, of Tennessee. But anyway, they said that it happened on Burton Lane, and it was an isolated shooting. And yeah, Katt not at fault, you know, allegedly. What we know, I get the friend being upset, but put the blame on the person that they already then locked up. You know,
girl, we're gonna tear each other down if that's, you know, that's all we do. I'm telling you, Katt and Monique didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, Deb, you want to give me your thoughts on Cat? You want to give me your thoughts on the Sanders boys? And dog it. One more thing, Neva P. Did you give me your thoughts about Mendeecee'S at all? Do you think that he's tied into this? Hold on, Debbie.
Well, I did hear that. I used to watch that, and I wouldn't be surprised, but uh I don't know. I think that's far-fetched. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. I don't
Yeah.
really know.
Yeah, what happened to back in the days where, first of all, what happened to publicists? We know these celebrities or reality stars, they're their own publicists. But most times, if rumors like this is going around, a publicist will come out and say, look, my client and Tamar Braxton were not together, or they only have a business relationship. Now it seems like everybody want the rumors to continue, because that means they're going to have more eyes on the shows that they're on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that does make sense, because then people are just insinuating that she could be insinuating that she got to beat down by whatchamacall,
Yandy.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They could be insinuating. You know how people are. People will assume that.
Yeah, well, they are. That's over in comment section across social media. They are saying that, that's what, people are just putting out there, or just questioning, did Yandy put them paws on her? Did Yandy knock her teeth out?
But do you think that, did you see Yandy came out today and said something about, she doesn't like to do anything like that in the public? Do you think she was speaking on that, or do you think she was just speaking in general?
What I saw her with, she was with a fine man. I don't know who that was. Is that
No, she was by herself when she was saying she doesn't like coming out blasting people on the internet and stuff like that. She says she doesn't like, trying to make people feel bad. So I didn't know whether she was talking about the Tamar thing or if something else came up.
I didn't see it. I'll check it out. We'll talk about it one day this week. I'll go back and do my research. That's questionable. That could tie in to this. So yeah, I'll check it out, Neva. We'll see. All right, let's get to Debbie. Debbie, your thoughts on the Katt Williams situation, the Sanders boys, and then if you think Mendeecee'S is involved. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for joining me.
First of all, the Sanders boys, people, the owners of teams, when it's a young man who don't have a father in the home, or nothing like that, or mother, then they tell these stories. But because this boy come from football royalty, they trying to hang him because they were jealous of his daddy back in the day, and probably jealous now. It's no reason they should have anything against these young men. Like you said, they got the talent. They went to school. They come from football. Their daddy was a football, So all I could see is jealousy, and don't want to give them young men, their time to shine. They have worked hard. They should not be penalized because people don't like the father for whatever reason. They should not be penalized. And somebody need to stand up for these young men. I understand their daddy is sick and everything, and I know he doing all he can, because he know the ins and outs of football, and he know what they're going through and why they doing it to these young men. So I'm pretty sure he done talk to them, and he done wisen them up, and they know how to handle it. That's why they not saying much. Some people would have went off. They being humble.
Yeah.
They got God on their side. They know they haven't done anything wrong. So they just let God fight their battles, and I don't blame them. They doing what grown men should do, and that's be humble. Leave it in God's hands. What else can you do?
Yeah, I agree on Debbie. Good point. What about this Katt Williams situation?
I think Katt Williams doing the right thing. I won't say nothing either. He don't have nothing to come out and say he don't owe the people nothing. And the guy that's doing all the talking is because he want to be seen. And he won't act like he knows something. He's telling everybody else what to do. Mind your damn business. And just, he looking for clout. Ain't nobody got time for that. Whatever went on there, it, like you said, it's an investigation that'll come out when it comes out. I was Katt. I won't come out here saying nothing, because really he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So what he gonna come out and really say? You know, it just happened somewhere near his house, probably in, out, or around. We don't know. Investigation. As far as Tamar should not be running around with these folks' husbands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about no visual out. Now you ain't doing no goddamn business that time of morning.
Yeah.
Leave folk man alone. You know, get a man of your own. Leave folks man alone. Leave these people alone. That don't mean you don't good. Cause see, you can think somebody mean you some good, and they be harboring old feelings that they still dislike about you, and things could happen. You know, just she need to stay at home and stay to herself. You know, and why would you go out and leave yourself wide open like that? You know, you can't do that. And she just too loose. She need to tighten up her game, her security about herself. You know, this happened on her watch. She should have been taking care and protecting and securing her. And she didn't do that.
Totally agree. Yeah, in the end, shout out to Relly Cha. In the end, Tamar is the one that needs to be checked, held accountable for her own actions. If she had too many drinks, if anybody else has something to do with it, you know, it's my opinion. Come out and say something. Otherwise, take this as a learning lesson going forward. If you know you don't want to come out and give the complete story, don't come out and say a damn thing. You know, and that's why it's screaming attention 304 to me. And I'm not calling her 304. You guys know that's the same. That's why it's giving that. Neva P, to you, they said that Yandy was talking about Rashida. So Yandy and Rashida is into it, I guess, on Love and Hip Hop. And they said that's who she was talking about. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But since we talk about reality stars, let's hit this one and then we are out of here. Shout out to the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me for this power hour-ish. We had an hour and 44 minutes. But K Michelle is already shaking the table when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys should know that she has been confirmed that she is one of the new housewives that will be on the show. And child, she calling folks bimbos and everything else already. Let me find the post. Was it the shade room? Here it go right here. Let me find the post, bring it up. I'll get you guys thoughts on this real quickly. And then we are out here. Cutie Crew, I think we may have an afternoon tea tomorrow. But K Michelle says she's activated. Then she said, I am my own person. I'll sit there and smile and clock it. I'm not with none of that bullshit. Bimbos are the loudest and most confident. Shut your face. And a lot of people feel like because they've been spotted filming, I'll bring up that post while you guys let me know your thoughts on that. But a lot of people feel like that she is talking about none other than those housewives. Debbie, your thoughts. You think she talking about the housewives, or it could be something else, or
Who? K Michelle. If she filming, she talking about one of them housewives. You know, they said that once she out with Portia or somebody, and they was taking pictures and things. You know, K Michelle gonna K Michelle. You know, all I can say is look out. You know, look out. And if you have an argument with, look out. That's all I can say. That's gonna be. Woo! I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I just put it that way.
all right. Well, you know we're gonna be watching. That's for sure. Neva P, what are your thoughts? You think she talking about them housewives?
I think she is. I think K Michelle is so underrated. I used to watch her show that she had with her son, and I love her as an artist. And yes, I do think she's talking about the housewives because she gonna put it down. I like K Michelle a lot.
I do too. And look, that famous saying that I just said, she was talking to Rashida then. When she shook that table, somebody then shook the table, whatever. K Michelle is not one to play with, you know, small size. Oh, she talking about Kelly.
And don't forget, she can't stand. Oh, how we know she ain't talking about Tamar? She can't stand Tamar either.
Yeah, she can't stand Tamar. A couple people are saying Portia.
That's what I was
We'll find out. It's all speculation because naturally, she hasn't come out and said who she's talking about. I was trying to find the picture of them together. I thought I sent it to myself. But speaking of Kelly, and then we're gonna get out of here. Oh shoot, why did I start talking about this stuff? Let's talk. We got about 10 more minutes. I want to bring up two things real quick. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Tasha K. Because I don't believe this husband. Let me go to Tasha K Instagram page. Hold on. Kelly's husband is speaking out. And ex-husband. And child, I don't believe nothing this man's saying. This is an excellent topic. So we may take more than 10 minutes. So if you in the chat, stay with us. Let me close some windows so I can know what I'm doing over here. And where do I want to start? Let's start with Kelly. Kelly has removed the swoop and she looks absolutely amazing. She posted this today and I'm loving this look. Don't she look different?
And praise the Lord, because she was looking terrible.
Yes, look at Kelly.
She looks so much better. Oh my God, she looks human.
Doesn't she?
Yeah, she looks human.
Yes, I love, especially this first picture. This is what we talking about, Kelly, because it looks like I gave some harsh advice last season and said she needs to, let go of some of them Botox and fillers in her face. It just made her look square, and she looks amazing. So shout out to Kelly, but
the fashions look better too.
Yeah, the fashions look better, and that swoop is gone, child. The swoop is gone. But I want to show you guys what her ex-husband said to Tasha K. If I could find it.
I ain't believe it either.
Okay, you saw it? Yeah, I didn't believe it at all. But my thing is, this man talking about his child and Kelly's child got into it. And his child at the time was a 24-year-old woman, and Kelly's daughter was, here it go right here. Wait, this one, is it this one? The day he found out a judge gave her business. Lord, let's see. Right here. Shout out to Tasha K. Let me put this up. Everything, this is covered under the Copyright Disclaimer Act of 1976. And you guys that's watching, I want to know your thoughts after we watch this. Because no, sir. No. Let's just take a look so you guys can know what I'm talking about. Whoops. Here we go.
When did it go back?
Her 2-year-old daughter that I raised, she was 14 at the time. I moved my daughter in from Louisiana, and they got into it. But it was a situation that could have been fixed, but we both took sides, and it just couldn't get repaired.
Your marriage started to have problems based on the children not getting along.
Yeah, children.
And then your parents.
It wasn't even. I mean, we got along great as a family. They got into it. She treated my daughter a certain kind of way, and I didn't like it. And I just wanted, us to fix it, but it just.
How did she treat your daughter?
We was in LA at the time, and we was at a fight, right? And we got a phone call that they was fighting. So
fighting, okay? Got a phone call that the daughters were fighting. His daughter is 24. Kelly's daughter was 14 at the time.
Fighting?
Yeah, well, they were just tussling, no blood. Nobody went to the hospital, nothing like that. We got the phone call. We flew back home. Oh, she kind of treated my daughter wrong, telling her she got to get out, wanting to fight and things like that. And I'm
like, trying to fight your daughter?
Yes.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter she's 27 now. I think she was like 24 at the time.
Come on now.
Okay, how old was her daughter?
She was 14. Yeah, she was 14. So
that's all we need to see. Tasha K's face said it all for me. That's a grown ass woman that put her hands on a child, daughter or not. That lady was 24 and put her hands on Kelly's 14-year-old daughter. First of all, 24-year-old woman, you should have got her apartment. She shouldn't have moved in with you all, period. Kelly, in my opinion, was absolutely right. She gotta go. He didn't want her to go, so she got rid of his ass too. Debbie, what's your thoughts on that?
Time to go. Blended families don't always work. She took her child's side and he took his, and they didn't know how to meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Some things could, like he say, can be worked out, and some things can't. But I don't think a 24-year-old woman should be putting a hand on a
Yeah.
14-year-old, even though some 14-year-olds they be rebellious. You know how kids are, but it wasn't her place. It wasn't her place to do nothing to that young lady. If it was a problem, she should have called them. Like whoever called and told them they was fighting, she could have called and said, "We having a problem," and not be fighting. You know what I'm saying? And kids they don't think about things before they do them. And that really seemed like to me might have put a wedge between the marriage.
Yeah.
And from there they just couldn't get back on track. Maybe, I don't know, but that lady shouldn't have put a hand on the child.
Totally agree. Yeah, ain't no meeting in the middle. Yo, my foot about to meet her ass. Okay, ain't no meeting in the middle. You don't touch my child. That's a grown ass woman, no matter what. Yes, that's his child. Grown woman though, and yes, that's Kelly's child. So if that was the start of the breakdown, just like Holly B said, oh no, relationship is over, it's over. Because as the adult in that situation, she could have very well gotten her car and left instead of putting her hands on that girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me your points, Neva P.
I blame both of the parents because that didn't just happen. They knew the girls wasn't getting along. And at the point that you put your hands on my daughter, no, I'm grown just like you grown, and me and you gonna have problems. And then you and your daddy got to get out.
That's right.
That's how I feel about it. There's no excuse, none whatsoever. That girl was 14. She was 24. She's a whole grown woman. So either you and your father got to go, or me and you go. It's time for me and you to get down.
That's right.
Simple as that. That's it. It's no other discussion. No getting along. No doing none of that because they know. He knows his 24-year-old daughter doesn't like Kelly or her kids already. Kelly probably know her 14-year-old daughter don't know that. And another thing, I wouldn't have left my daughter with her. I would have asked my mother to keep my child or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But to keep them in the same room, knowing they don't get along, that was going to be a problem anyway.
Yeah, well, we don't know if they didn't get along before. Something very well that could have been the first time. He didn't go into detail. So I don't, I understand what you're saying, but if there weren't any other issues beforehand, I don't see a problem with her being there with the kids, because she lived there. But yeah, no, he's sitting there looking shocked and shit like, yeah, because Kelly then tried to fight my daughter. You damn Skippy. We on the first thing smoking.
And I didn't believe his I didn't believe him anyway.
No, me either. If you guys
I mean the whole story, not just about the daughter's thing. I'm talking about the whole thing.
Everything. Yeah, me either. And if you guys didn't see it, check out Tasha K page on Instagram. I believe the full interview might be one that's behind her. Well, not behind the wall. You guys know she has her own website. But yeah, no, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. She got to go. And like I said, with him, because he kept saying my child. That's his child. That's his child. But again, grown woman. But the way he was talking, that's why Tasha K was shocked when he told her the age. You talking like they're equal. They're not equal. They're not equal. And you wouldn't have moved in my house anyway. Two grown women cannot.
Exactly.
Two grown women can't live together. I like my tissue over, not under. I like to decorate like I want to decorate. I like to do this, do that. Two women can't live together, in my opinion. So that was a recipe for a disaster anyway. So yeah. All right. That part, leave with your daughter. Both y'all get to stepping. Yes, Lisa Love. Said he was wrong for coming home defending his daughter. Yeah, that's why he out. He ain't got that problem no more because he ain't coming back to Kelly's house. They divorced. That man on child support and every damn thing else. He trying to blame everything on Kelly. And, he pulling a Simon, talking about the show and all of that. And look, I'm just over men like that. You did something.
And put all that energy in paying your child support. How about that?
That's it. Because Tasha ain't paid you for that interview. Go out there and generate some funds and get your, because if not, your ass gonna get arrested again. They already arrested him.
Yeah.
So he was giving Simon, he was giving Apollo, he was just giving Martell, he was giving all of these scorned Negroes. You know what I mean? And I would have tore that ass up. That 24-year-old, you grown, I'm grown. What we doing here? So yeah. Anyway, excellent panel. Shout out to my truly sister Neva P. Shout out to Aunt Debbie. I appreciate you guys for coming up here. Shout out to the Cutie crew in the building. We'll have some of our afternoon teas. I got something lined up that I can't wait to show you guys. So if I don't have anything, I got to check my calendar when I log in tomorrow. At work, we'll jump on in the middle of the day. But shout out to the Cuties, all of you Cuties. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this 2-hour live. I was about to say power hour. Erica Yvette podcast said Katt Williams shouldn't say a thing. I agree.
Nope.
I agree. Yeah, go ahead on somewhere. To the clout chaser. But to you guys, thank you again for joining me. Thank you, Neva. Thank you, Aunt Debbie. I'll be chatting.
Good night.
Good night to the Cutie crew. It looks like the black PJs for Vegas is the winner. So you guys want to may as well go ahead and order if you haven't already.
I have some, so I'll be dressed with y'all.
Yay, because we having a virtual for those that won't be coming to Vegas. We'll have a virtual live. And so I'll talk more about that. But we want all the Cutie crew sisters to, be in attire. You know what I mean? And we're going to have some fun. All right. Good night, the Elegant Elephant. You are welcome, Peach Prince. Good night, Mama V. All right, guys. I am out of here. I am showering and I'm saying I'm going to bed, but it's 6? By 8, I'll be knocked out. But okay.
Have a good evening, ladies.
Thank you, Neva.
Good night.
Good night, Aunt Debbie. All right. Good night to the Cuties in the building. Shout out to the content creators that were in the building. Relly, Pink Table Topics, Aunt Debbie, Eric Yvette. I think you're a podcast. I think you got a channel. Anybody that was over here in the comment section that is a content creator. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Robin, I was looking for you, sis. Hello. All right, guys. I am out of here. Thank you, guys. This was a nice little Sunday evening live. All right, hit that like button on your way out if you didn't on your way in. If you were chatting in the chat, that means you were subscribed. Shout out to Raul. We got his ass right on up out of here. Try somebody else's channel, Raul. But shout out to the mods for handling business, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. 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 Chit chat with QT.